Let's clear the smoke. All
Let's
right, bro.
go.
I want to know this. Y'all need to chime in too. So can a woman raise a man? There's a lot of single parent families out there. Normally it's on the mother's side, and she has no choice but to take care of her son, daughter, whatever. But we're gonna focus on the man right now. So can this mother be able to raise a productive man in this society?
Well, Kane, you said a productive man. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna say we have seen it. I'm gonna say yes, and then I'm gonna be on the side of
Okay.
that's a
Okay. Okay.
50-50 question. To me, it's a 50-50 question because we see in this day and time, they're not the moms of before. They're not the moms of before who put belt to tail, meaning they whoop their butts. When they're young, they correct them. Time they get out of line. Back in the day, that's what ladies would do. Community would do that. So now we see a lot of single parents, male and female, but it's more, I say, single ladies that's raising their kids, sons. And we could take Chicago as an area where they're out of control. The kids, I mean, talking about 14, 15 years old, they shooting each other. They in gangs and everything. If they did have that father there, maybe that would not be happening. And people, open up your minds, because you might just say Mitch just talking junk. But when they're kids, yes, moms raise them. But when these boys start getting a little bit older, now they're taller than their mother. Are they still going to listen to them? And we can't lie to ourselves. We see it no matter where you're at. We see it no matter where you're at. So when they're young, yeah, they raise them, that's good and everything. But when these kids get older, when they start reaching those teens, pre-teens, mama, I gotta go. What? You ain't telling daddy that? No. So I say it's a 50-50 question.
I
They have
so
to do it, Kane.
yeah, I get they're forced to do it. We got that. We
Yes.
got that, right? And I know that some, ladies may jump in the comments and side with the ladies and hey, the guy ran away or he didn't want to take any
Yes.
responsibility. I get all those situations. I don't know if 90% of all of those are men who just ran away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't I
yeah.
don't know. I just don't know that or whatever. And I don't want to say even go down that rabbit hole of it. But when you say 50-50, so you're saying that these boys to grow up to men, it's a 50-50 chance if you're just saying it's 50-50?
The 50-50 chance, man, Kane, to be productive. Can
That's
they raise
crazy.
them up?
That's
Yeah, I know.
absolutely
Can they
crazy.
raise them up? Yes, they can raise them up. But are these kids, are these young men gonna be productive citizens, gonna be productive for themselves,
Hmm.
and maybe want to give back, man?
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying right there.
Well, I know this is some of the things that I've witnessed, especially I guess with single moms out there. Some of the tendencies, should I say, that the son portrays are from the mother.
Come on.
It's not really, I wouldn't say it's from the dad, especially if the dad is absent. So you can't pinpoint, you can't say this, my son is acting this way because of his dad not being there. Well, they only emulate what they see. They can't
Mm.
emulate a fictitious person or a person that's passed away or in jail. They can't replicate that. But they replicate maybe the mom's always angry because things are not always going her way and she's taking out on the kids. Maybe that anger festers in them, and maybe they take it out and when they go to school, and maybe that builds up in the neighborhood. Maybe they feel like they have to be tough in the neighborhood, and then they feel like they have to take care of mom because she's doing it all alone.
Well, highly emotional. That's one
Yes,
of the things,
yes, yeah. So
emotion.
that's just like you said, Shot Town, right? It's crazy in Shot Town right now. So since it's so crazy there, I think it's a bunch of emotional little boys want to be men.
Okay.
Because don't you think so?
I'm gonna agree with you on this. I'll agree
Yeah,
with what you just
yeah,
said right there.
yes,
Boys that want to be men. I'm gonna
yes.
be the alpha, and y'all can come follow me. Whatever I'm doing, the leader of the pack can lead them all astray. And I don't
Yeah.
want to break you up real quick, but I had to say this. if you remember, and everybody remember, what was it? Boys in the Hood,
Yeah.
when the mom brought the kid, the young man, young teenage boy, to stay with the father. You got to teach him to be a man, and he started teaching him.
Guess I just have to get my son to do it for me.
Do what?
I want you to rake up these leaves off the lawn. Hey, boy, don't look at me funny if I ask you to do something. Here, take this.
Hey, I don't want you to go down this path. Things of that nature. If y'all old enough to remember that movie right there, that's a good example. And he wasn't a bad kid, but she just
Nope.
said, "Hey, I can't teach these things."
You can't. You can't. You can all the mother can do is be a mother. That's
Yeah.
it. You know how some women they say I'm the mother and the father, or whatever,
Yes, they
or
celebrate
they
Father's
or
Day
they
too.
yeah, or they bring these men in and out the kids' lives. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's dramatic on them too. You know what I mean? Because they are always yearn for their true father. Even though you can bring somebody the stepfather, you didn't got remarried, whatever, right? They're gonna always yearn for their true father. You know, so I don't think it's I mean it's possible because people will say like you know some of these athletes right now that's in the NBA, let's say NBA or whatever,
Yeah.
they will a lot of those NBA players were born single parent households. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Even
Yeah. Yeah.
LeBron, you know, single parent household. So and then you know see how successful he is. So is that the standard that it will happen if you have a single parent, or is that just anomaly or something that's just out there that has happened, you know, but it doesn't happen to everybody because we see it day in, day out, every holiday weekend,
Come on.
Chi-Town. We
Come
see it
on.
all the time.
Yes.
Those wannabe rappers, wannabe athletes, wannabe whatever, right? They're trying to get themselves out of the hood by doing different things. Sometimes positive, sometimes negative, a lot of times negative. But you know, they're trapped with that lifestyle.
And Kane, and right now, I'll jump in real quick. It's not regulated. I don't want y'all to always think we pick on Chicago. It's not just regulated to Chicago. Now these small towns, I'm in
Yeah,
Alabama, and we're
yeah,
having shootings, you know, now on a regular basis.
yeah.
Not saying every day, but on the weekends.
Hmm.
Young boys, sometimes it's girls, but that's rare. But young boys are shooting each other up over nothing. Emotions.
Yeah,
I
it's
want
all
to take your
emotion.
car,
It's
girls,
all
all of
emotion.
that. Come on.
It's dude, bro. It's all emotion. Congregation, what y'all think about this? Because I feel like it's all emotion, and they get their emotions from their mother or grandmother, whoever raised them. You know what I mean? Maybe their grandparent, their aunt, or their mother, but they get that from them. Now, if they have you know, this reckless dad, then yeah, they probably got it from
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's few and far between because you don't have that many like that or whatever. And a lot of times, kids really straighten a man out. You know, he may be going crazy, but a lot of times, you know, especially if he has them, it'll straighten him out. He'll be like, you know what, I can't be doing this.
I got a
Whatever he
question
was
for you,
doing,
Kane.
you know, you can't be doing it. Go
You
ahead.
just made me think of something. I have a question for you. Um, do you think could this work? People in the comments, I want to know this too. So, okay, say okay, the mother and father they're divorced, okay, and the court say okay, you can raise the child until they're 12 years old. Then he need to go with the daddy.
Hmm.
12 years old before they hit those 10 years where okay, you still instruct and all of those things, but a man's presence needs to be there, especially when he would want to do that. Hopefully, the men will want to help raise your sons,
Hmm.
your
Yeah.
kids, period. But your sons, we're talking about the young men right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that could work or something similar to that right there?
I think it's good. I think it's it doesn't hurt to try it. How about that? It hasn't been done yet. And I think unless there are some mothers out there, and I'm pretty sure some mothers like, hey, you need to take your son because he's a little bit, you know, a lot to deal with, and I think that you can probably straighten him out. I guarantee that probably is the best way to do it. I think a single man raising a child is a lot better than a single woman raising.
I can agree with you on that.
You know what I
And
mean?
Yeah, and for the disclaimers, people say, well, his dad might be in jail or his dad's no
Get
good
all
or
that.
he on
Yeah.
drugs. We're not talking about any of that stuff. Okay. We
Yeah.
know if they're on
Yeah.
drugs, they're in prison locked up, okay, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's out here working and everything, no, he can be a
Yeah.
part of the kid's life. And man, I can tell you this. You're
Yeah.
sorry if you're not trying to raise your kid.
I
Okay.
agree.
Look, the moms won't let me see him. I mean, that's a court thing we might have to go to. That might cost money.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, you can't prevent, or you can try. We see it so many times. I don't want him to see his kid because he got a new lady. It was
Yeah.
too fast. That's immature. Let
Yep.
it be about the kids growing up, the teenagers. Kids do need their father, especially if their father is available to be in their life. That's
Yeah.
all I got to say, bro.
I agree totally with you, bro. I agree with it. Guarantee, hands down. I'm curious in what the congregation has to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I know y'all may eat me up in the comments because it sounds like it's misogyny, should I say, or whatever. But how that's not what it is. I'm just talking about
No.
facts and what we see. You know what I mean? I get you. You can go on the statistics because and throw them in the comments or whatever. But however, do you really believe them? Do you really believe them? Or can you just tell by just being with people, being around family, and seeing the effects of not having a father in the household and what that does to a child, especially a boy becoming a man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let us
Yeah.
know let us know in the comments what y'all think about this. I think it's interesting. I think we can still talk about this after the video and keep the conversation going in the comments and just get other people's opinion about it. I could be wrong. You can say that a woman can do it all or whatever. Okay.
Okay, Superwoman. Okay, we got that. We are for women's rights and all of that. But let's tell the truth.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good to
all.
have help and a
For sure.
man's help. Let's go.
For sure. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Hey, baby.
Do something. Let's go, people.
For sure. Right below me, hey, we have a playlist of similar interests and social issues and things that you are interested into. Click on it.
And congregation, just where I'm pointing. This is what YouTube recommends for you to watch because of the content that you've seen of us. Click it.
For sure.
Watch
Do
it
it for us.
and
Below.
share it.